SolidCAM Setup Sheet add-in can be launched in many ways through SolidCAM. The simplest way of launching a setup sheet generator is by using a ribbon icon over here. Using any way of launching the generator will pop out the same dialog called Setup Sheet Parameters. This tab consists of 5 parts: Images, Parameters, Part Notes, Style, and Sections. Let's start with Images. Here you can specify our company logo image and main part image. Both of these images, depending on the template, can be printed in the final document. If you want to insert these images, just click on 3 dots and specify a location to your image. Then click on the image and hit Open. After doing this, you can see the preview of your image over here. Inside Parameters, you can define extra parameters that you would like to be printed inside the template. Of course, depending on the template definition, they can be printed in different places, or even not printed at all. You can specify a label, which is a name of a variable, a value of a variable, and the location where you want the variable to be printed. Let's add, for example, one parameter. Let's call it user and give it a value mark. Now we can specify a location to be either main page or header. Part notes is a field which allows you to put some notes regarding the part you've made that you want to be seen inside the final document. Style is the most important part of this dialog. Here you specify which template you would like to use for setup sheet document. The list of available templates depend on the folder specified inside the CAM settings, which will be shown later. Last but not the least, sections enable you to exclude some data from the setup sheet. So, for example, if we do not want to output operation section inside our final document, we can simply go and uncheck it. Another way of launching the generator is through CAM Manager over here. Similar to this, you can launch Setup Sheet Generator through Operations, right over here. These 3 previous ways of launching a generator will create a setup sheet for a whole CAM part. This is not necessary. If you need it, let's say for only one setup, if you have a multiple setup CAM project, you can go on the setup and launch a setup sheet only for the particular setup. Perhaps you need only a few operations. Well, you will need to select a particular range of operations, go right-click, and go to Setup Sheet and hit Generate. As mentioned before, available templates inside the Setup Sheet Parameters dialog are the ones stored within a location that has been set inside SolidCAM settings. Let's go there. Tools, SolidCAM, SolidCAM Settings. Here, on the left side, there is Setup Sheet section. Here, you can specify a location where your templates are stored. This button over here, Only Use Tools, is used for a setup sheet generating process. For example, let's imagine we have 50 tools in our library, but only 20 tools are used inside the CAM project. If you do not check this box, all 50 tools will be outputted. If this box is checked, then the only used tools will be outputted, or you will have only 20 tools inside your setup sheet final document. Furthermore, if you find yourself with an issue that you do not know how to handle, you can always access our SolidCAM help right over here. You can expand this, type in setup sheet, hit enter. Here, you can go to setup sheet documentation, and you can find all the necessary info that can help you get started with the new add-in.